Hi guys, so this week was the last week of November and my 8th week learning to day trade penny stocks with real money, and I'm about a year into actually learning to day trade, as I spent a couple of months before I traded actually just learning stuff and paper trading and whatnot. So I'm finding this market really difficult at the moment. I think I'm struggling a bit trying to adapt because the market's quiet, setups aren't really there. I'm not very good at trading day ones, so yeah, I'm finding it a bit frustrating and I'm getting a bit down about it, but I'm still hanging in there. I did have a really nice trade, which was for a 3rd day surge setup, so I'm going to go into that one. But overall, just finding it difficult at the moment, so let's go to the chart. So the ticker is SBEV, and this is the intraday chart on the 1 minute time frame. So you can see this is its big day one here, where it's moved up on high volume, and there are plenty of people in the Roll & Wolf community that I'm in that will be trading this on its day one move. You get a nice explosive move and trying to find good risk to reward within that day. If you follow this channel, you'll know that I'm not very good at trading day ones, so I try to stay away from them or trade them with very small size. I didn't trade this at all on day one, but looking at it now, I could see this spike up to like 167, big hard crack below $1, and then that reclaim of $1, and a little kind of test towards it there. It would have been a nice entry somewhere around the 105 mark, and then it went all the way up to 140. That would have been a really nice trade, but as I say, I'm not trading it in that way. So would like to learn more about day ones, but yeah, just focusing on my prime setups at the moment, one thing at a time. The big day one, and then pull back, and then after hours it wants to test $1, and then pre-market the next day it's still holding that dollar mark, and all of day two it's just formed a very clear nice base at $1, which is always a key area. So that's looking like a really nice setup for surge if some volume comes in on day 3, because there was a nice volume drop off on day 2 as well, which is important for this setup. And the good thing about day 2 as well is that it's not spiked too crazily. Obviously it has gone from $1 to 120, so there is a 20% move there, which is something to consider. But because of this really nice basing action, I was looking at that for a trade on day 3, and can see after hours as well it held that area nicely. So watching it pre-market on day 3, can see that it actually just cracks that area really early on as well. So it's kind of broken that $1 risk, which is fine because I do see them do that quite often. And sometimes, that means the trade is off. It's not held this area, so I'm not going to trade it in that way. However, I was watching this for a reclaim of $1, just in case it just wanted to do a bit of a shakeout, reclaim, and then go on to have the move that I thought it was going to have, which it did do. So if I zoom into day 3, so I'm watching it on market open, can see it's trying to approach $1, and I was in two minds whether to get some here in anticipation that it is going to reclaim $1 and then go. But then I have the problem of where do I risk off, and also it could very well go up to $1 and then that could become resistance and then it could fail. So I wanted to see proof that it was going to reclaim $1 before I entered, and it did, pushed right through, and I got in I think straight away. Sometimes I wait just to see because it can chop around a bit. On this occasion I just took an entry at 103, risking off just below $1, and then it just had a nice grind up throughout the rest of the day. This one took quite a long time, the whole day actually, so not your typical 3rd day surge that I'm used to seeing, and it wasn't as explosive as I would have liked it to have been, but it did practically hit my profit targets, and I got out at, my best sell was 134. My average sell was at 134, around about there, so nice and near the top. Average sell was 125 here, so I took a 22% gain on that, or 21.5, something like that. And then because it was still holding up near the top before market close, I was thinking perhaps this will have a bigger spike after hours. So I did hold a very small portion into after hours, which I don't like doing, but because of where it was and I thought it hadn't really gone to its full potential, I did hold a bit back. But when I saw there wasn't an initial spike, I just cut the rest somewhere around here. So that is the trade, a third day surge set up on SBEV. So the end of the week came and I was just ready to switch off, to be honest. I've been finding it quite stressful and I've just got a bit of burnout at the moment. So just going to have a nice weekend, try not to think about stocks too much, do my market prep on Sunday, and let's see what happens next week. Thanks for watching and catch you next Sunday.